I'm Kayla Welsh, and you're watching YankeeMania.
Hey everybody, it's Jason from YankeeMania. Please like, share, subscribe. Only great things to come, and everybody please join the fun because you're not going to want to miss out on this ride.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? We're back with our weekly NBA preview / recap review show. Tonight, we got myself. We got Mr. NR Media, NITHIN Ramachandra. Always good to see him.
Yeah.
We got Chef Nick, who is always cooking delicious meal in the kitchen. And we got, as a special guest tonight, Sean Browning. Welcome, Sean. Welcome, everybody, to the show.
What's up, Sean?
How you doing?
Do this with you guys tonight. So we got some things to talk about. So let's get into it, guys. First of all, opening thoughts.
Well, first of all, good evening. So, Sean, go ahead.
No. You go ahead. I lost train of thought.
All right. Good
Actually,
evening,
one
guys.
more quick thing. Sorry,
What's up,
one more quick thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, guys, we are also going to be on YouTube TV, as well as regular YouTube. I believe this is also simulcasting on NYMania Entertainment. So please look over at YouTube TV as well. There shouldn't be too much of a problem with that. I know there could be some money issues, but I don't think there are for YouTube TV. So please go listen to us on there as well. All good.
All right. Good evening. What's up, everyone? Chef Nick, Sean, Evan. What's up? Happy Friday. Tonight's our NBA's preview show. We got you guys the latest updates in the NBA, the latest standings, latest scoreboard, everything, latest news when it comes to the players, and obviously a lot of things happening here as we go down to the home stretch before the NBA playoffs, which is going to be crazy, man. And everybody, whoever's in the playoff race, it's going to be a dogfight at the end. So I'm really looking forward to this show. I hope someone has the teams with them in the standings. I'm in the car, so I don't have anything with me. But looking forward to the show. And guys, it doesn't get better than this with Chef Nick and Evan and Sean. So welcome, guys. And guys, if you have any questions, put in the chat for us. Also.
Wow. Good to see everyone. Oh, man, it's been a long time. It's been a while. Look, just a little bit of wisdom from me. You could pick your nose, you could pick your friends, but you can't pick your friend's nose. Where am I going with this? I have no idea, but I'll let you know. Thank you guys, whoever joined Joe for the live stream on YouTube. You guys rock. We got an additional subscribers for that, but the viewership is beyond the charts. So thank you very much for your participation and your interactiveness, if that's a word. Yes, a lot going on with the NBA. More so now, it's just like on the road to the playoffs, on the road to the NBA championship. Going to be tight. NITHIN called it right, a dogfight. And we have the East, we have the West, and it's all we're going to break it down tonight in regards to who do you think, what do you think, and how do you think. So let's rock and roll, guys. Let's do this.
Yes. So welcome to this week's edition of the NBA Roundup. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing if you've already subscribed. Thanks for punching the like button, which you should have already done. If you haven't done so, do it really quick. And then, hey, if you're among the 30-some-odd% that haven't subscribed already, go ahead and just subscribe. Come along with us. We're a mafia. And yes, NBA is becoming a Royal Rumble where every team that's within shouting distance of the playoffs, they're battling each other. One team knocks another down. And yeah, it's like a big old Royal Rumble, just NBA style.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, no, exactly right with that. The standings are very, very tight, guys, in the East and in the West right now. And and we're past the All-Star break, past all that stuff, all that fun stuff that goes on during the All-Star break. And now it's pretty much a sprint to the finish line. I think about 24 games left until the end of the season. Teams are trying to get healthy, stay healthy. They already made all their trades past the trade deadline. So I want to know from each one of you guys, which team in the East, in your opinion, stands the best chance post trade deadline and All-Star break? to make the finals?
Whew. Oh, well, I guess I have to go with my Knicks because I'm a Knicks fan.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sticking to the Knicks and the Thunder for the finals Game 7 finish with the Knicks. You know what? Nithin said Alvarado is going to hit the game winner. I'm probably going to go another route. I'm going to say like an E Anunoby, or I'm going to say like a Mikal Bridges. I think everyone's thinking Brunson is, he's going to do it, but I just want to think outside the box with that. But yes, I'm going to say the Knicks because I am a Knicks fan. However, in a big butt, like a Kim Kardashian butt, a big butt. There's the Pistons they're killers and they're beasts right now, and they killed us last time, and they continue to kill us throughout the season or even beginning of the season. First place, they are just running away with it. The Celtics, on the other hand, too, they're going to give us trouble. They're 5.5 games out of first. Behind the Pistons, and then it's us Knicks that are third place in the third seed. Now the trouble is also with that is the Cavs are a half game behind us, and the Cavs beat us. I don't want to say they beat us senselessly. They beat us at a good margin, a 13-point margin. So that's not good. They need to watch out for that. So this is where I broke it down, where it's the Pistons, Celtics, Knicks, and Cavs, where it's going to be interesting from now until then of what's going to happen, who's going to overtake each other. Now, bottom of the seed, you have the Raptors that are 10 games out. You have the 76ers. They're 11 games out. So 76ers are one game behind the Raptors. The Magic are 1.5 games behind the Raptors, and the Heat are 3.5 games behind the Raptors. So these are all the 8 seeds that are pretty much vying for the playoff spot. But the reason I'm bringing the last part of the seed is because they can overtake each other, and they can also go towards the Cavs as well. It's going to be very interesting just how it just feels like everyone is hungry just to, because they do have a shot. Technically they do have a shot. And I think it's just because they see themselves in just within the 18 bracket, they're going to overtake each other. Just be like, why not? Why not just stay number 8? Let's go to 7. Let's go to 6. Let's try number 1. Might be hard with the Pistons. Obviously, they're beasts. They're beasts in the East, baby. Just like Bam Bam Bigelow going to wrestling. But it's going to be a real challenge, especially with my prediction with the Knicks and the Thunder. Knicks have to get past the Pistons first. So That's going to be crazy. That is wild, my friends, and I love it. I love competition. I love it. I thrive in it, and I hope the Knicks do as well. So,
yes. Speaking of the Knicks, and obviously they've been up and down so far in the second half. I'm worried about their defense, but we need the last game. Carl Anthony Towns only took 5 shots, which is not good, and that's not a good success rate of winning basketball. And he needs to start taking more shots. Obviously, he's a good 3-point shooter and go into the basket more. And he needs to start doing that. And we win games if he has a good game and if everybody's on the same page. So right now, I don't see the Knicks from the first half yet. I'm hoping they can turn it around. And obviously, we got the defense needs to improve too. But when you have Mitchell Robinson on the court, and it's a whole different story. He's a rebound machine and also a defensive monster. So we need to get him on the right page too. So like I said, they got a lot of depth pieces on this team. Obviously, Jose Alvarado, and then when McBride comes back, that's going to be another big help. So on the defensive side, especially. Right now, I'm not going to hit the panic button, but right now I'm just concerned because they're up and down so far in the second half. And coming out, and they realize it now. They need to realize that this is a sprint, not a marathon anymore. So they got to start winning games and put them, because right now they're sitting 4th with the loss to the Pistons. Loss with the Cavaliers.
Yeah.
So the Cavaliers are ahead now. And speaking of the Pistons, this is amazing. Surprise! I wouldn't say surprise, but they're a great team. But I think the record-wise is surprising to me. For them to be able to hold number 1 for a while, and they've been dominant the whole season. And I haven't seen a Pistons team like this since obviously go back when you had Ben Wallace, Tyron Prince, Chauncey Billups, Richard Hamilton, you
Was
name
Rasheed
it. So
Wallace? Rasheed Wallace?
yeah,
Was he on that? He was too.
I
Rasheed
think he
Wallace.
was there. Yeah, Rasheed
Yeah,
Wallace.
both Wallace.
Maxwell, the center.
Yes.
McDyess, Antonio McDyess.
I remember him.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so so that Pistons
Yeah,
team is
yeah.
loaded. I feel like the Pistons have this team now. Obviously, they need. To be honest, I don't think they're ready to win a championship right now because they need another star with Cade Cunningham. But they have a great young talented players. Cade obviously is an all-star. He's a star player of the team, and they're a force of nature. So yeah, so I think for the Knicks, they just need to focus on getting back to where they are, and obviously try to get back to the third seed or second seed, in my opinion.
Exactly. It's a very good point.
Yeah.
Nathan.
The team to beat in the East is the Pistons. They're the big boys in the division in the conference right now. They're the ones that are playing more complete basketball. They're killing it on transition. Their bench is killing it. They're killing the rebounds. Their defense is solid. But the Knicks are going to be their biggest competition most likely. And if the Celtics kind of like get on a surge, they might challenge it as well. But my spoiler team in this playoff hunt is the Orlando Magic. Because the Magic have lately, they've been on this surge and they've been playing more competitive basketball. They're in your face. They're scrappy. They get rebounds really well. And they're fast and agile. And they don't turn the ball over much.
And they're
Yeah.
not far. They're
Yeah,
not
right.
far from the Cavs. I mean, as of right now, they're 5 games behind the Cavs. So, yeah, if they're going to keep doing what they're doing, yeah, I would be surprised if they go on a run. Who knows?
Yeah.
Right.
And don't discount the Celtics either, too. So,
Nope.
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
the Knicks, I'm not counting out the Knicks. I'm just thinking that they got to figure out their version. What they got to play together on a team chemistry and keep it going. You can't just go on long stretches where you're just flat-footed.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. To me, it is the Detroit Pistons as of right now. It can change, but I believe it's the Pistons in the East, and I do believe it's still the Thunder in the West. Right now, SGA is still injured for the Thunder, and they're still a very dynamic, well-oiled machine type of team. They know what they're doing. Now that they have the experience, they won the championship last year. They're going to be very tough to beat. I think anyone who knows basketball will say that as well. And the Spurs, I mean, you can't discount them. Even though they're only a couple games behind, they are only a game and a half behind. They can still get there. But in my opinion, they're still a little bit inexperienced when it comes to the playoffs, like the Thunder were a couple years ago. And then in the East, last year, you guys, of course, remember the Knicks beat the Boston Celtics, who, of course, nobody was giving the Knicks any chance to win that series because Boston pretty much killed them all of last year. And you see a similar pattern this year with the Pistons, who are pretty much killing the Knicks in every single game this year. And anything could really happen. The Knicks have that cohesiveness and chemistry. Something about that team seems to light up in the playoffs, especially at MSG. If they have home court advantage, obviously they won't have that against the Pistons, but in the first couple of rounds they might against Cleveland or Boston, whoever it may be. And you never know, guys. I could see any one of these situations playing out. Don't discount the Cavaliers, of course, who are only a half game behind the Knicks, and Toronto as well. Philadelphia, they're kind of a question mark to me. They seem like a team that you don't really know what they're going to be come the postseason playoff basketball time because of Embiid. You don't know if he's going to be ready, and some of the other guys in that team seem to play too inconsistently when it comes to that time. But my kind of team to look out for would be the Charlotte Hornets, who are going to be in the play-in. Most likely, the Bucks are a game and a half behind the Hornets for the last play-in spot. and I think that's going to be a very good playing tournament when it comes. And they have the most potential out of any one of those teams to make it. And if they do, you never know. They can make a run. They have a good team there with Charles Lee leading the way with them. But it should be very interesting, guys. Very looking forward to the end of the season here.
So yeah, going to the West as well too. It just feels like right now the Thunder and the Spurs are running away with it for the top first two spots, and of course then you have the Rockets who are 7 games out of first, and then the Nuggets behind them a half game, and then Minnesota behind the Nuggets a half game, then the Lakers behind 2 games, Suns 1 game, Warriors 2 games and a half, behind 2.5 games. So it's almost like that similar scenario with the East. It's where it's like they're not far behind, so you don't know. Like you said with the Hornets too. I think are the Hornets behind the Warriors? I thought Warriors had the eighth seed, the 8th spot.
Warriors are the 8th.
They are the 8th. Yeah. But Hornets are not far behind though. But it's just you just never know what's going to happen too. It's like Warriors can fall off the face of the earth, and the Hornets can overtake them, and the Hornets can reach the Rockets. You never know. There's still time.
The Hornets are in the Eastern Conference.
What's that?
The Hornets are in the Eastern Conference.
Did I say the West for the Hornets?
You were talking about the West, and then you brought up the Hornets.
Oh, I brought up the Hornets. Interesting. There you go. My bad. My bad about that. Yeah. So the with the West, the Warriors and the Suns, they're not too far apart, and it's like the Warriors, even they're at the eighth seed, they can overtake the Rockets. You still have games to be played. That's the point. But it's just even with the East too, you just don't know what's going to happen. Who's going to go up in the rankings? So it's very interesting. And I love this. I absolutely love this. So it's great.
And that's why I said, Chef, and great points, Chef, thank Evan and Sean. This is why I said, what do you call it? This is why I said this is going to be a dogfight till the end, because you never know what's going to happen. There's a lot of tons of games with all these teams in the front top teams, and they're, like I said, anybody can. Obviously, the Spurs and Thunder in the Western Conference, they got those numbered 1-2 seeds, but they got to watch out for the rest. Each team can take over, especially like what you said, the Warriors and Suns situation is going to be interesting to see what happens there. But I'm telling you guys, this is going to be a fun last few months here before the playoffs starts in June, July. Before in June. So buckle your seatbelt, guys. NBA fans, buckle your seatbelt. I think a lot of big things are going to happen, and I don't know who's going to come out there, but I think the play-in tournament is going to be interesting. Who's in the play-in tournament too? I think that's going to be the main focus here. Who's going to be in the play-in tournament?
Yeah. My thing too. Yeah, the Spurs and the Thunder, they got enough padding, but they're gonna keep working on building their, they keep from being overtaken. But the Lakers, if they can figure out how to play consistently together, because their team chemistry is Jekyll and Hyde. One game they're flat-footed, and another game they're LeBron's got 40, Luka's got 40, and everybody's got 40. And, it's great. But then they go back and forth again. But they can still go on a run. They got enough talent there. And then LeBron, he called out the team.
Yes. Yep.
So it's interesting to see how they respond to it as a team.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of LeBron's ways of trying to motivate his teammates to, to pick up the slack, play together.
Hey, Sean, great. That's good you brought up LeBron, because speaking of LeBron, we brought this up on our job. They brought this up on our Job at the Mouse show with LeBron, because on his recent podcast, he said if he continues his playing career, he brought up 3 teams. He didn't even bring up the Lakers. He brought up the Knicks, Warriors, and I think he brought up the Cavs. So those are the 3 teams that he would play for if he continues his playing career. So that's gonna be the big topic now going into free agency, whether or not if he does continue playing, does the Knicks The reason why, okay, let me tell you why. The reason why he wants to go to the Knicks is because of the possibility of them getting Giannis. He wants to team up with Giannis in New York. That's one thing. And then when it comes to the Warriors, because of Steph Curry, he wants to play with Steph Curry, and obviously the Cavs going back home to finish another great chapter there. That's one thing. So those are the three teams as of now for LeBron, and I think the Knicks have. I think the Knicks do have a chance to do something special here this season. And then obviously when it comes to the offseason, do the Knicks decide to trade Karl Anthony Towns, OG, because I know the Bucks want OG now for Giannis. So the Knicks have to decide whether or not to get a guy like Giannis and maybe pony up to get LeBron. I think this all comes down to, if they don't win a championship, I can definitely see them having an aggressive summer.
Yeah,
that's almost like, if they don't win the championship, and then it's like, you're going back to the big two now, or even big three, whoever they trade. But you have you have LeBron, and then you have Giannis on the Knicks. It's almost a desperation move where it's like, win now.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's not your future. It's win now. And it's just
Well,
win for one season and then blow it up again. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to be. I just think that the way the Knicks are playing, it just took a lot of patience. It took a million years for them to be in the spot right now. But exaggerating, disclaimer. But it's just funny how it's like, you heard Giannis rumors like all season long. Even now, you're hearing Giannis too. Like it's crazy how it's like, even when the Knicks were on the their 5-game losing streak, it's like, break up the team. Yeah, we need to sell. All right, relax. It's almost like doing an investment in the stock market. It's like, if you see your stock doing bad, eventually it's going to go back up if you have trust in it, obviously. And I have trust in the Knicks. It always works the same way. If you have patience and trust in a certain thing that it's going to work, then you got to stick with it. And then look what happened. Look, even though they're, put the Pistons aside, look, they're still in a good spot right now. I think they're in a good spot right now. Yes, don't push the panic button. It's, I think they are going to either stick to third or overtake second. I don't think they're going to overtake first unless the Pistons just fall from grace, where it's just like injuries and stuff like that, or they just decide to boycott and not play and forfeit. That's the only way. But the Knicks right now, it's either they're going to stay at third or overtake the Celtics at the number 2 seed. As of now, I think the Knicks are in a good spot. Regardless of what happens, if they win or lose the championship, I just think they need to get better younger and work towards the future. I don't think a LeBron and Giannis is going to do good if they gut their team with trades, because then it's like, all right, once LeBron and Giannis leave, then how about their future? You know what I mean? It's just like they're going to shoot themselves in like both feet, both their eyes, their mouth, their nose. They're pretty much going to lose all their body parts from that. So I don't think the Knicks are going back that route, which they did, during the 2000s, where it's like they traded everyone, traded all the draft picks for people that didn't make sense and just didn't want to even be on the Knicks. So I don't think they're going that route. It's going to be interesting though what happens during the offseason, because the Knicks right now, as of right now, I'm not saying always, but like right now, they always played it smart, and they still are. Look at just their key acquisitions, Alvarado. And they got the what's it called? I like to call him the modern day Dennis Rodman with his colored hair. Spurs.
Yeah, the guy. What's his name? Yeah.
Oh my God, I always get his name wrong. I love him on the Spurs. Shohan. There you go, Shohan. Yeah, he's not Japanese.
What are you talking about? When Dennis Rodman was in his Fruit Loops days?
Yeah, the colored hair. That's it.
Yeah.
That's not
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
But Shohan, again, he's not Japanese. Don't get that twisted. He's not. No, but like I think that was a great pickup, and why not? Why not? So I think Nick.
He brings softness to the team, Shohan. And also with you, when you get McBride back, You gotta have 3 players that can have three grittiness players on the court. So,
Yep.
like you said, the Knicks' depth is really good this year. I want to go back to the Giannis thing. You know, I'm going to go back way back. This reminds me of the Dwight Howard saga when he was when he started the drama in Orlando, when he decided he wanted to request a trade, and it took a while for Orlando to find the right trade partner to move him. So this Giannis thing reminds me of the Dwight Howard saga, in my opinion.
Yeah. Very true. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I think here's the thing too. With LeBron, teams got to consider this. Yes, he's a legend. He puts fans in the seats, right? But you're paying for likely 1 year. I don't see him playing for 2 years unless he wants to push it. I mean, he's 41, right? 40, 41-ish.
Yeah, he's I think 41.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
You're talking LeBron? You're talking about LeBron?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
42,
And you can
He's 42.
okay, 42.
Yeah.
But he's 42 years old. You can tell like this season he's not playing as many minutes as he's usually, on brand for him, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And so, I'm not taking it away from him, but it's just like you got to realize. So, if I were the Knicks and you really wanted LeBron, I would just kind of keep the young core you got and try and get a veteran guy. Like, don't trade too many pieces for Giannis. If you're gonna get Giannis, yeah, just like what you were saying. It's because here's the thing. Let's say he's gone, and then Giannis decides to move on after a year or two. Then you're gonna have to be stuck in rebuild mode. 2 years after a few years after you went in the finals.
That's what I mentioned, like exactly like what they don't want to shoot themselves in both feet, shoot them in both eyes or mouth, and just dismember themselves, because if that's what the plan is. It's like that's what it seems like, where it's like they'll trade their heart and soul for these 2 players that are only a win now, 1 year. 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah, 1 year. Not 2 years, because this is LeBron and Giannis. Like I just think this is the wrong move, because it's not the future. It's 1 or 2 years pushing it. They'll trade their talent. They'll leave. Like I said, they'll leave. And then all of a sudden now it's like, where are we? We don't have anyone because we traded everybody.
Right.
So that used to be the Knicks back in the 2010 eras, where they traded everyone, all the draft picks, for these players that did not make sense. But they're smarter now, and I don't think they're going to go that route.
Right. It would almost remind me of that. Remember in 2004, the Lakers, they brought on Karl Malone and Gary Payton to try and get them the ring, right?
Yes.
And they were both older players.
Yep.
But they were just trying to help. And yes, they went to their credit. They went to the final. But you could just tell, like, after that, the team just fell apart because the Shaq and Kobe feud began. And, the team just kind of – but then they rebuilt around Kobe, and they won a couple of more championships. But it took them a couple years after that. So, that's why I'm like, if I was thinking as a Knicks executive, I'd be like, let's consider what we do. Let's do it smartly. But I really think, though, the advantage, a quiet advantage, is the Cavaliers. Because LeBron started his career there. He won championships with that team. He built that franchise, put it on the map. Remember, because in 2003, when he started, the Cavs were kind of like the laughingstock of the league. They were one of those perennial losers. And then it just took off with LeBron. So, it'd be interesting if he decides to want to finish his career where it all began.
Yeah.
In his own backyard.
And, I agree with that, Sean, and I think that's why he's. Oh wow, Jason with the super chat. Thank you, Jason.
Hey,
Jason.
Thank you, Jason, for the super chat.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, no problem, Jason. No problem. I'm glad that you guys had fun today at our event.
And I'm still dressed like this because I just got back from dinner, so that's why.
Nice.
I'm not trying to show off anything.
It's all right. It's all right to
Love it.
dress up, look sharp.
But
You know.
That's right.
yeah, shout out to Jason. He did his first ever interview today live at the event.
Awesome.
So congrats to Jason, and it was with the LIU coach of the women's flag football team out of New York. So glad that we can help you out, Jason, with that, and he did a fantastic job.
Yes, he did.
Shout out to him. Yep. Yeah. So, but going back to the LeBron thing, I think if he does come back for another year, I think he ends up in Cleveland. I think
Makes
I
sense.
think that's a bet. Play with LeBron. I mean, play with Harden and Donovan Mitchell. But I think it's gonna be interesting how that works. But right now they gotta focus on this season and see it, because Lakers are still competing for the playoffs. So don't discount them either. But the way that's going on right now with the outside distractions, with JJ Redick and LeBron, I just don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it almost seems like. Do you remember when was it Ty Lue and LeBron had that little feud going on when he was in Cleveland?
Yes.
Yep.
You know, I don't know, but yeah, it's kind of like, somebody in that locker room should be like, hey, you know what? Let's focus on the rest of the season, and we can address the drama in the off season. But who would be that guy to step up and be like, look, let's chill out, focus on winning, finish out the rest of the season strong. Let's go. I mean, because you've seen that the Lakers this last week, they honored Pat Riley,
Yeah.
the coach of the Showtime Lakers,
That was nice. I
and
like that.
and you saw how the whole team, they still had chemistry. All those guys are up in their old age, and that you see the team chemistry, and yeah, that was cool to me. But if if I was on the Lakers team and watching that, it should have been like, hey, we can play like that. Not the same, you get what I'm saying, but that
Yeah.
have that strong chemistry.
Yeah, I think that this is all an egotistical thing. This is the side of LeBron that I don't like, is the fact that it just shows in his attitude, where it's like, you have a coach, JJ Redick, who he probably thinks, I'm hypothetical, like just speaking with LeBron's personality, it's like JJ Redick, I'm a better player than he was. Now he's a coach. LeBron's older than JJ Redick is younger. So I don't know if it's that sort of thing where it's like maybe JJ Redick is challenging him, and maybe with LeBron's ego, he's taking it like defensively and just in every name in the book whatsoever. But yeah, even with Ty Lue too, it's like, it doesn't matter. Like, look, if I had a manager that was 20 years old, like it's like, I'm not going to have this ego where it's like, I know more than you. No, show me what you got. Let's work together. That sort of thing. This is like something where it's like you're making all the money in the world. You have all your brands from outer space. Space Jam. The original one was better, by the way. So you have all that. Your life is set. You can quit right now, and you're financially set until your 30 generations of LeBron James comes out, whatever. It's just, why still have that? It's I don't know. And it's plain as day. You do see it. I mean, I shouldn't even say hypothetical. It's just, look at him. But yeah, I never liked that too. I never like clashes between players and coaches. It's the sign of disrespect. And it's like almost like the coaches, depending how the front office and the coaches are, it's like either they support or they're like, no, he's our the face of the team, or the face of like the franchise player. Yet let him do whatever he wants. Well, that's not good. I wouldn't be a coach on that team. That's just toxic. That's like oil and vinegar when it's not shaken. It's separated, and you don't want that, man. It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of the reason I've always kind of been turned off with LeBron, is because he's always had that. Before it was kind of the immature, young guy making millions of dollars straight out of high school, 5-star All-American, got the hype, right? But now it's just egotistical. Yeah, I just passed KAB. You know, I just passed, you know, KAJ with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on the points and the, you know, career, all that stuff. But then it's like he makes it so hard and so kind of toxic in that run. Because if you're an old guy, a veteran, and you're the lead in the face of the team, and you play, then these guys you played against, and I understand, you know, sometimes that rivalry might get a little in, but you should be able to check that at the door and be like, you know what, I'm going to work with JJ Redick or when it was Ty Lue. And just so that the young guys will follow the lead of JJ, you know, of the coach. Like, hey, okay, he's a coach now. He's not the player. He's not my peer anymore.
Exactly.
You know, but, you know, unfortunately with LeBron, he doesn't always have, because I saw that with Kobe. Kobe, it didn't matter whether it was Pat Riley, Phil Jackson, or, you know, let's say one of the peers became the coach after, you know, Phil Jackson retired.
Yeah, speaking of go ahead.
No, I was just saying it didn't matter who the LeBron or Kobe was like, you know what, I'm gonna work with the coach and make better and you know, build up the rest of the teammates.
Absolutely. Yep. Good point.
Yeah, speaking of Pat Riley, congrats to him. Well deserved on getting the statue there with the Lakers. Obviously, he helped build the Lakers too. So shout out to him, man. He deserves that. And speaking of the Lakers, I mean, obviously a lot of a lot of rumors going around that with LeBron and JJ Redick, but they got to focus on this season. Still, they have something in front of them. They can still compete at a high level in this playoffs if everything goes right. So they got to focus and worry about later. But I mean, like I said, this Western Conference is gonna be interesting with I don't know, with Houston, Phoenix, and obviously Golden State, Minnesota. So and obviously you can't discount yet the other teams are on the bottom. But I think the Lakers I don't think they're talented enough to overcome these teams. But I don't know if they came in the championship this year. So
yeah. I mean, you got Steph Curry's taking a step back.
Yeah.
You know, and then unfortunately the injuries with Green and but they got a deep team though.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
Does the chat have any questions, or I can't see the chat?
I don't see any questions yet, but if anyone has anything, please.
Yeah. Guys, please tune in with any questions.
Yeah, guys, real quick, please continue liking and subscribing to this channel, YankeeMania, and also NY Entertainment. Please continue to like and subscribe. A lot of big things happening. So I just want to say that. And unfortunately, I got to go now because I'm at my friend's party here. So people are texting me, where are you? I said, I'm here, but I'm on a.
Hey, go enjoy, man. Go enjoy.
Enjoy. But no, we appreciate you coming on. And thanks for setting it up with Malik. It was a great
Absolutely.
Enjoy. Thank you, guys. And guys, stay tuned because my team and I are trying to get one of our NBA clients for the next NBA show. So stay tuned for that.
Awesome.
Thank
you so much.
Enjoy, man. Enjoy your time. Yep.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep.
I was just gonna mention with the Knicks and the Bucks tonight. Knicks are up 34-27 in the first quarter with 40 seconds to go. And speaking of the Bucks, which is interesting, Jericho Sims, ex-Knick, is on the Bucks, and he is. Yeah, he is. He's on the Bucks right now, and he is like just showing his skills right now. And I think he has a bright future ahead of him. And I'm saying a bright future because he's still young. So it looks like
revenge game.
Yeah, like he still had time to develop, and he still has time also in regards to that. So in connection, I just want to bring this up too, like in connection with we were talking about like LeBron's age and Giannis's age too. So we have for the Grizzlies, Taj Gibson signed with the Grizzlies.
Oh my God!
Yeah, I know.
He's still playing.
Yeah. So he signed. Obviously, it's more of like he knows his role and he shuts his mouth. It's like he's pretty much going to be like a veteran type of. Look, obviously he had to stint with the Knicks because Tom Thibodeau loved him. Obviously he was on the Bulls too with Tom, but like with the Grizzlies, yeah. So he's a 35th player, and only the NBA to make an appearance in his 40s. So interesting, 16-year veteran. But look, I mean, I'm not going to say he's going to move the needle or, just sort of like make stitches and like, or make news or waves. But, I think it's good for like a veteran type of leadership. But, how far is that going to go? So I just wanted to bring that up because I found that really.
He was at Derrick Rose's retirement ceremony. So I find that to be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was done. I thought he was like beyond into retirement, but here he is.
But hey, the Colts signed Phillip Rivers after 5 years of retirement, so anything could be possible, right?
Hey, anything's possible when you're part of a team.
Yeah, and hey, I mean, you've seen it where some of these guys make comebacks after a while. I mean, you look in baseball, we had Matt Carpenter, and I mentioned Phillip Rivers, but also you got in basketball where some of these guys I've seen. I'm trying to remember his name, Van Exel.
Nick Van Exel.
Like he stepped away for a couple years. He came back.
Yeah.
I mean, he was always kind of like this role player, X factor off the bench. But even in his his late 30s, early 40s, he was still kind of like still playing. But he just, he knew his role. And then that's the thing though with a lot of these guys. You just got to know your role. I mean, we look at it, not trying to keep going back and forth in sports, but you look at how Paul Goldschmidt was like, you know what? I'll come back for $4 million. Just have me do backup. I cannot play first base every day.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of actually want that from these athletes. Like, hey, coach, I can do this X amount of this, and that, but I'm not like I used to be. Let the young bucks, play over me, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But especially when you kind of been this role player like Dodge has been, where he's been the bench guy.
I would love to have seen Chris Paul get a chance to kind of be one of those mentors, role model guys for the younger team that he was a part of earlier with the Spurs.
Yeah,
I would have loved to see that for him. Unfortunately, that didn't.
No, it didn't. But you seen when he's with the Hornets for that brief period, he was kind of more of a mentor to them.
Yeah.
But then they were also like, "Hey, can you be that big guy that can put fans in the seats for us?
Yeah, you're right.
Keep us afloat." So it's kind of hard on that role. But yeah, it would have been nice if he could have been on one of the contending teams and just doing that role where you can help mentor some of the young guys. Mm-hmm. And then, hey, we'll get you a ring. I mean, I remember when Alonzo Mourning, his final year, Shaq came over and he said, "Hey, I got enough rings. My mission is to get Alonzo his ring."
Yeah.
Right.
That's what he said, and that's what they set out to do.
Yeah, no, you're right. Just before we go into the chat, real quick, give you guys a quick scoreboard update.
Mm-hmm.
So the Boston Celtics currently lead the Nets 66-57 at halftime. The Detroit Pistons lead the Cavaliers 65-64 in a very close matchup. We'll keep our eyes on that. The Knicks lead the Bucks 46-30 in the second quarter. Grizzlies lead the Mavericks 6-3 in the first quarter. And then at 9:30, you have the Nuggets and the Thunder. So good games tonight in the NBA. And that will lead us into Jason's question here. He says, predictions for the Western Conference Finals. I'm going to say Spurs versus Thunder.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Spurs Thunder is most likely. The only wild card in that is if the Lakers can get their act together or the Warriors go on a run.
I don't trust the Warriors. I don't. I think that they have a wrong approach, especially when Steph Curry isn't there. And even when he is there, I feel like they sometimes misuse their rotations. They have Porzingis and Al Horford now, who should both be on the court at the same time with the size that they bring and the versatility too. But I just don't trust Steve Kerr to really make those adjustments anymore. And I could see Minnesota or Denver, potentially Houston as well, making those runs further than a team like the Warriors. But you can never count them out for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's a whole lot. But yeah, I think the Western Conference Final is going to come down to the Spurs and the Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the Thunder might actually edge out the Spurs. I think they got more depth and they play more sound as a team.
I agree.
I think that's good. Yeah, I agree too.
But the key too is you gotta clean up the boards for either of those teams. If you want to win, you gotta get those boards, offense and defense.
Right. We see how much rebound efficiency and second chance points really impact the game nowadays. Especially with the Lakers too. When they don't play perimeter defense, they don't really do that well overall. And LeBron, Luka, they're not liabilities on defense, but they're not the best. And their other perimeter defenders are kind of not really consistent as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're kind of in a tough situation with that.
Right, and Kennard hasn't really had a breakout performance defensively. I mean, he has solidified it, but he hasn't really got out there. But the biggest problem and the irritating factor with the Lakers is they don't even try to rebound.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just watch. They'll shoot from the perimeter, but why can I not see Aiken or some of the other big guys go to the rim, just get to the boards? No, when I see four of the other team, 4 or 5 on the other player, like the Suns last night, around the rim, getting rebounds, and it's shot after shot after shot. It's not just we didn't. It's come on, if JJ Redick needs to clean that up, get on. Hey, you know what? Y'all need to crash that boards. Get like you said, the second opportunity, second chance shots, third chance, because then you can. The more you rebound, the more chances you create opportunity where they foul you, and then you're gonna go to the line. So even if you don't clean, you still create up those opportunities.
Well, JJ Redick, he called his team out a couple of times during the season, and he didn't really specifically call out LeBron James, but he hinted towards that. Like I said before, I don't think it's I think maybe just the front office was like, hey, don't call him out publicly because he's the face of us still.
Yeah.
42-year-old. Well, great for them. But I just think with that too, it's that'd be great if JJ Redick can keep on doing that to help the Lakers. But it's then you have the other coach, LeBron James. I mean, so the other leader, the other manager, the owner of the Lakers too. So it's you're gonna have that clash. I wanted to bring up too that it's also getting interesting with the Rookie of the Year and MVP race too, along with the playoffs too. So I don't know if you guys heard what the Hornets too. I know we talked about the Hornets a little bit.
Yes.
Con Nepal had a 3-point record with his 207th in 59 games. That is insane. 59 games, 207 3-pointers. Also, too, overtakes Cooper Flagg in the Rookie of the Year race. So you have, I like to call him Con Nipple, but his name is Nepal, or any way you want to pronounce it. So it's him, Cooper Flagg, and then you have VJ Edgecombe, the 76ers, in third. You have also on the Pelicans, oh my God, what's his name? Derek? No, is it Derek Green? No, I think it's someone else. Is it Derek? Oh man,
Derek Queen.
It is Derek Queen. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I couldn't even read my own handwriting. And then also you have Raynard from the Kings too. Also Dylan Harper from the Spurs.
Yeah.
Well, those are the pretty much the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's like 6 people. But just the fact that I think it was Jamal Murray. He held the record in 80 games, but Nepal beat him out in regards to that. In regards to the MVP race, you have, of course, SGA in the lead with and also Jokic second place. It's almost like a tie with that too, because just the way both were playing. So that's going to be very interesting. And then third, you have Kate Cunningham from the Pistons, great playmaker. Nick Killer, and you have Wembayaya from the Spurs, Luka, and also Jalen Brunson, not in 6th, but he's 8th in the MVP race. So things are. It is far fetched. I like that, but I don't think Jalen Brunson has a chance for the MVP. I'd rather the Knicks win a championship than Brunson getting an MVP. But that's interesting how it's just like the top 2 for the MVP and top 2 for the Rookie of the Year is going to be if you want to call it a dogfight, let's do it. I definitely want to see that happen. So it's interesting too. In regards to that. Also, Evan, I want to bring up some Nets news. The only Nets news I have is the only Nets news I have is that they couldn't play in the Barclays Center because of the storm, so they had to play in Atlanta as a home game. Is that true?
No,
home game?
No. What happened was, so they were away in OKC, and their next game was scheduled for Sunday.
Okay.
So basically, because of the snowstorm, they couldn't travel from OKC to Atlanta, so they had to wait until Saturday. Sunday. Okay. They had to wait until that Sunday, and the game was an afternoon game. So it was scheduled to be home in Atlanta, and it was still a home game for the Hawks. But they just arrived there that morning instead of the day prior.
So it was more of a timing issue. It wasn't anything to do with the Barclays.
Yeah, correct.
All right,
correct.
I want to get that clear. Okay, interesting. Well, that's the only Nets news I have. So.
That's about it. That's about it for sure. That's about it. But Jason does bring up Yegor Demon. So I don't believe he's in the running for Rookie of the Year, but I will say that he has made a little bit of history by making a three-pointer in 34 consecutive games, which breaks an NBA record for most consecutive games with a three-pointer made by a rookie. So he did do that. So good for him. And just want to mention Yankee Sports Dude. He mentioned Jaylen Brown too. You can't count him out too. He's had a very good season.
Exactly.
With Tatum out, he's stepped up big time.
But you know what? Lately, the MVP race, MVP award, like most sports, it's kind of really a popularity contest. Not necessarily who had the better season or who helped their team the most. It's kind of. You look at it. SGA got a lot of followings. He's one of the most popular players in the game. But he's having a great season. I'm not taking it away from his season, the numbers on his seasons. But it's kind of like you're on a team that's stacked. And then there's the argument, well, if you took him out of the equation, would the team still win?
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Versus like, the runner-up, could you take him out of the equation and would the team still be able to compete?
Yeah, true. Very true.
That's kind of like, we have, remember, we went through that with Aaron Judge. That 23 showed us how bad the team was if you took Judge out of the equation.
Right. And it helped that the Spurs did get De'Aaron Fox to complement Wemby as well. Want to shout out Jake in the chat as well as Richard. Thank you guys for being here. Let's see. Richard says, you guys are doing a great job. Thank you, Richard. And he says, Sean, you are 100% right. But that's logic, not popularity.
Yeah, Richard has a point there. Yeah.
So good point.
Yeah.
It is point there, but, as fans, we get it. But, it's kind of just shows you how it is. It's kind of like.
It's like the NBA lottery.
Yeah, the NBA lottery. They take the teams with the worst records, group them together, and then you just do the little wheel.
It's a
hey,
like Moneyball. It's like who knows what the hell's gonna happen.
Round and round we spin.
I think also when we had the last NBA show, Adam Silver is implementing a rule to an anti-tanking rule for the teams not to, because it's like it's like unfair. Like it's just unfair. Like to just tank for the #1 seed, and like I mean it's and like fans are like they don't want to like see your team tank purposely. It's not even accidental. It's purposely. Yeah, we're just gonna lose. We're gonna purposely not win a game. It's almost like the movie Major League. Where he's like not her name, but the lady owner was like, we're gonna purposely lose and tank the season so we can move to a better and bigger ballpark or ballpark or
I
something.
keep forgetting her name. Yeah, she wanted to move him down to Miami. She wanted to move him down to Miami, and sell the team basically. But in order for that, they'd have to lose, and so the team used that as a rallying cry.
Yeah,
one of the best parts.
I love that movie. It's like one of my favorite baseball movies.
Yeah, but I call her Corella DeVille. I could never forget her actual name, but just remind me of Corella DeVille.
I think that was really interesting. I think that's great because I think it just doesn't matter if you have a terrible team all around. If you have no chance, you still should put up a fight. Regardless. Just even if you have the worst record ever, just show fight. Just show fight all season. Let it happen. It's up to the front office to make the changes. The players are going to do their best. That's pretty much it. I also think that it's a very interesting news also too that Adam Silver wants to do a I don't know if it's in the works or it's a project in the works. NBA Europe. He already has like 8 cities to have NBA expanded to Europe. So the countries in Europe, of course, I have to say Athens. He mentioned Athens, baby. That's right, Greece. Woo! You have London, you have Paris, you have Rome, Madrid, Barcelona, Istanbul, and Berlin. Yeah, so that's going to be really interesting if that's an expansion towards NBA Europe. So I want to see how that plays out as well.
Yeah, I mean, I know that they were going to do that, and I mean, Europe already had a league for decades, even. But yeah, it'd be interesting if the NBA kind of expand Europe. But what would you do? Merge the 2 leagues, or just play 2 different separate leagues, same entity? And it kind of works because you gotta, like in soccer, how like Major League Soccer, but the Premier League, they're 2 different leagues, but a lot of times players keep crossing over. To where you can almost cover them.
I think it should be like that. It would be like a partnership. It's just funny how China's they spend a lot of their money on the NBA, but there's no like a Chinese team. There is, but for them not to launch anything inside that territory, it's interesting as well. I just think there's more players, and I think I mentioned this too before the NBA season became just the difference between MLB and the NBA. There's a lot more players coming from different territories, and I call it territories because it's always like thinking about the old the wrestling, the old wrestling back then. But it's like you have people coming in from like Madrid, and also like even from Berlin and just the Eastern European bloc. Yeah, and it's just that's the thing. Meanwhile, like you have baseball, you have everyone like people coming in from, of course, Japan and like from the Dominican Republic. So you have Taiwan. I mean Taiwan too. Yes. I mean more or less like, of course, from Japan, even Korea too. But it's there's a shift in that aspect.
Yeah.
So, but even with the NBA being like, let's just say with Europe, that's going to work out more in that favor. And I don't want to put down the WNBA. Like, I never want to do that. I'm not a fan of that. Of course, everyone has their own opinions of that. But of course, it's like they're not a money maker. They're subsidized and they're losing money. So I think with that, I don't know if it's a strategic move on Adam Silver's part to, of course, get more money for the NBA to supplement that. I don't know, because they're never going to drop the WNBA. That's always going to be there.
No.
Never. I'm not taking anything away from the athletes. They're all athletic. It's just that it is what it is. You know, it's like you can't if people don't watch it, people don't watch it. They're not a fan of it. You can't criticize them.
Well,
But I think it's just this is where it's a certain shift in the NBA, and I almost saw it where that was going to happen, spread like because even with the European League, not from the NBA, but like the European League, it's like they have their own type of viewership where they're not making money, but there's still viewership on there. So I see it makes sense for the NBA to do that, to go that route.
oh yeah, no, it makes sense. But back to the whole tanking thing, anti-tanking thing that he wants to address.
Yeah.
But that's a problem across all sports. I mean, you look at it, okay. In the MLB, you had the White Sox and you had the Rockies. Some of these other teams that are always kind of losing, and you're like, they're tanking for years to rebuild so they get the best prospects, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, but then you're like, but there's a cost to it, to the fans, and to how things are perceived, especially if you're a fan of that certain team, and it does that. I mean, NFL has that problem for years too, and they're trying to address it. And then you go into the NBA and you're like, man, why am I gonna pay hundreds or thousands of dollars as a fan to go watch these teams play? If they're gonna keep tanking.
Yeah.
I understand, and kudos to Adam Silver for trying to address it or announce that he's gonna start penalizing or have less incentives for teams that do tank. If you can kind of prove it, whatever. But it's like, come on, you guys, you make millions of dollars. The players already have a grip on the league itself, almost holding it hostage with the whole work, whatever you want to call it, workload management.
Mm-hmm.
Which that to me, if Adam Silver got rid of that, I would be more. That would bring more fans back to the game than the whole anti-tanking rule.
Yeah. That's a good point. I like that.
Yeah, no, you guys are
I mean,
hitting the nail on the head.
would you rather see 48 minutes of LeBron and Luka and all these other stars playing, or would you, rather see a team take with these stars that are sitting out games because they don't feel like playing?
Right. And, they could have specific incentives and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And, they should have those put into their contracts because it's not good for the game for them to be not involved because different fans go to see them every night. And if someone wants to see Steph Curry or Luka Doncic and they're not playing because of load management, well, that's not a good look for the NBA, especially if the team is on a road trip. Like, let's say they're in Barclays Center and the other night they just played at MSG. Well, that same fan that saw Curry play last night at MSG wants to see him play at Barclays Center too.
Yeah.
And if you can't, well, that's not a good look.
Yeah. No, and you're right. And then Richard brought up another point. These phantom fouls. And then this whole stop the play and decide whether it's a flagrant foul or like,
No,
I understand, there's a difference between if you're launching the other player into like this, 5 rows back in the stands.
Yeah, I know.
And but then it's like, well, fingers kind of scraped together while he was shooting. Well, it's like, did he get most of the ball? If he did, no foul.
Yeah, I think they need to. I mean, I think we had the same conversation last time, but I think they need to toughen up a little bit. Where maybe the refs need to stop watching out for fouls if they just sort of touch them on their chest or their forehead or whatever the case is. Like even like if they like a phantom call. Good point, Richard. Like if I don't like that. It's just it diminishes the game and it just makes the game look bad, where it's like, wow, okay, they're not even flopping. They didn't even touch each other. It was the wind that just made them move. And then it's like, now it's a foul, and then they have to stop. It just like play the game. There's enough talent right now, enough athleticism to play the game, where it's like the refs are just, they just keep calling, and that's what they're looking for. They're not even. It's not even like they're looking for like basic touches. Like I just don't get it. And this needs to stop too. And I'm not, and the refs, I don't want to take anything away from them, but they need to change their approach. It's not working. It's not working. And it's making the game look weak and the players look weak too. So,
or even calling when you, if you barely touch the wrist while you're blocking a shot or defending your shot, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's going for the ball. Like, just let them play. Like some of those plays. Now, there's a difference between, he just like checked him into the floor.
Mm-hmm.
That's a foul. Or you try to take the shooter out while he's like shooting the ball. You're trying to tackle him. Those are fouls. But yeah, it's just what I'm trying to get at is we remember seeing AI and Kobe colliding midair on a breakaway layup, and no foul was called.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's different nowadays, but I mean, it's like, come on, I've played basketball, and there's gonna be contact made when everybody's playing hard, especially in the paint.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between incidental contact and you trying to you trying to knock the guy out of the
Yeah. One specific thing that the refs need to clear up, and I see this almost on a night-to-night basis, is when the ball is kind of touched by the other player, but they also touch like their hand or their wrist or something.
Yeah.
Like, if they hit the ball first, well, it shouldn't be a foul because they were going for the ball and they hit the wrist on incidental contact. If they hit the wrist first with intent, then yes, it's a foul. So they got to clear that up.
Yeah, they got to clear that up because, I mean, I've seen in games where I'm like, wait, the center's got 3 fouls in less than 5 minutes and the game is just barely started?
Yeah.
Halfway through the first quarter and your center's already in foul trouble?
Right.
I always thought they were trying to be romantic. I just wanted to hold their hands.
But
I don't know. I thought that was beautiful. I thought that was great. I thought that was a beautiful moment. But no, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Right. Well, I mean, Chef Nick, you remember when Dennis Rodman in his days, he's diving for the loose ball.
Yeah.
They're both diving for the loose ball. And they would collide with the reporters. He just go for the ball. No fouls called. Dennis Rodman would kick a reporter on the way up.
Yes, he did.
Get back up.
Yeah. Different time,
different times. But I mean, and I used to watch that and I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna play hard just like that. But I'm not gonna kick reporters. But it was just
no.
But I'm gonna dive for that loose ball. I'm not gonna apologize if we make incidental contact or if we collide. Because guess what? We're going for. I know him and I are both going for the ball. It's not like that. And hey, if he tries to launch me into the stands, guess what? I'm gonna use it as motivation.
Yeah.
Right.
Course.
It's.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know the players probably don't have the same mental toughness that like Kobe and those guys had back then, and even in the days of Dr. J and Pistol Pete and all those guys had real mental toughness because they were hitting each other hard.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly right. But guys, it was a great show tonight. We'll have final thoughts in just one moment. But want to thank everybody in the chat for being here tonight for the show. Thank you for the updates. Any points you guys gave, it's always fun. And please remember to like and subscribe to YankeeMania as well as NYMania Entertainment. A lot of things going on both channels. Chef Nick, Joe, Angelo Venuto, Katharina Miccio had a great show last night on the entertainment channel. So if you missed that, please go watch that. Tomorrow we will be doing a simulcast once again with Ken from Yankees The Ugly Truth against the Toronto Blue Jays, Yankees against the Blue Jays. So it should be a lot of fun. But guys, if you have any final thoughts, please go ahead.
All right. Yeah, no, guys. We should, root on their with this upcoming as the push for the playoffs. It's gonna be great. But yeah, hopefully Adam Silver does compete in it. And like Richard said in his points, the same rules should apply, even though it's different, standards at different times.
True.
Just keep the rules, keep it simple, keep the rules, make it fun for the fans because we're paying, like I said, thousands of dollars or $100 and some odd dollars, whatever you put the price on the seat. We're paying half our rent to go watch the games. Yeah, make it fun for us. All right.
That's a good point. Yeah. Wow, good point, Sean. It is half the rent. Yeah. Well, geez. Oh my God.
Half a rent or almost the whole rent. I don't know. Whatever it is, depending on which
rent. We love you, Sean.
We're getting charged on arm and a leg as fans to go watch the games. Make it fun for us.
Yes.
Oh man.
An arm and a leg, more like arm's length and a leg's length.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I don't know.
But that's my point, and I'm sticking to it.
There you go. You stick to that.
Yes. Stick to your guns.
Oh, you stick to your guns, my friend. Yeah.
Sorry, Chef, go ahead.
Yes, let's go, man. Yeah, I opened up. Potentially opened up this show. Look, you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can never pick your friend's nose. And irrelevant, I know this has nothing to do with anything, but I always wanted to say that. But yeah, so I think that in regards to when we talked about the East and the West, it's going to be very, very, very good in regards to competition, and I love that. I love thriving in competition. I love seeing competition in sports. I don't like to see a one-way, one horse. What's a term? What's that phrase? A one-way horse race.
One horse race.
There you go. One horse race. There we go. There's one word that I added. Yeah, I never want to see that. Eventually, there always will be, and there's other horses to follow. And whether horse faces or stuff like that, whatever. But yeah, I just think that I think with the Knicks specifically, I think that it's either they're going to stay in third place and or they're going to overtake the Celtics because it's sort of close like that. Pistons, they're going to run away with that. I don't see anything happening unless they, like I said, unless there's a malice at the palace again and they quit and they forfeit the season, or they or just injuries or they just suck. I don't see that happening. I see Cade Cunningham leading this team in every way, which is why he's also on the ballot for the MVP. Not front runner, but this guy has his game every time, day in and day out, even against the Knicks every time, day in and day out. So I think that the Knicks will. This is my prediction. Knicks will beat the Thunder in the finals, Game 7, because I'm a Knicks fan. But realistically, yes, the Pistons are a tough team. Knicks they're going to have a tough time with them because, all right, Sean, have a good night. So good seeing you. Take care. Brush your hair. Love, peace, and hair grease. Yeah. So I just I think that with the Knicks, it's just even to.
Hey, there he is.
Oh, there he is. Oh, I think you hated us or something.
No. What happened was I got a call, and then I kind of kicked me out.
Well, good to see you again.
Yeah.
Long time no see. No, but yeah, with the Knicks too, it's like they're not going to squeak by the Pistons. Pistons are going to. They have our number. Pistons have our number this season. Just like I never want to get into it baseball, but yeah. So I think that with the Knicks, they need to. This is where sort of like maybe the Knicks have to bring up the early 90s or the mid 90s Knicks, where they need to be this type of team where to beat the Pistons, because this Pistons team is great all around. But I just think that right now it's no reason to push the panic button, but there is a concern button if there ever was. So yeah, just wanted to point that out in regards to, with the East. With the West, I see Jason sinking. Not the Titanic. Titanic is not sinking. It's sinking web I'm talking about. Let's get that right. There he is. All right. There he is. But anyway, going to the West. Going to the West. I think that it's just going to be the Spurs and the Thunder that are just going to knock each other out left and right. So yeah, and a lot of news going around, with the NBA. But I know we covered that. Even with the MVP race and the Rookie of the Year race, it's great to see competition, and that's the main thing. The main talking point right now is competition. You always want to see competition. It makes everyone better, but it also makes everything exciting. You don't want to see one person doing all the work. You want to see a team effort, especially a whole team beating another team. And it's going to be interesting from now until when the season ends officially, because everyone's close, relatively. So it's going to be nice. I love it. I absolutely love it, and I'm looking forward to it. So, welcome, Jason. Good to see you, man.
Yeah.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. So we're gonna talk a little bit of baseball.
Hey.
With that.
All right. But
Probably.
I gotta go call back the guy that was from my work call. So
no problem.
But yeah,
let's talk baseball.
Y'all have a good night.
You all right, Sean? You good?
And let's go Yankees. Yeah, no, it's just I gotta call back my colleague and make sure there's nothing too important. So
okay,
no problem.
Awesome. All right, Sean. Thank you.
Now
it's an official Nick sandwich. This is a kosher gyro sandwich, baby. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I have twins, baby. I got the twins with me, man. Oh, I'm the luckiest guy ever. I got twins.
Who else gets to do this?
Woo! I got double mint twins, baby. Double mint gum twins. I love it. Let's bring
You're
it.
the luckiest people in the world right now, Evan. I just share this moment with you, Chef. It is
make it seem double trouble.
I know, right? Double vision.
Double trouble.
Oh man, what's going on, guys?
We're one of the same,
Yeah.
Oh. Just watching the Nets losing right now to Boston.
Nice.
Yo, Jason, give a little play-by-play. Let's go.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Game right now.
The third quarter here, Celtics up 96-78. And there is a blocking foul on Day'Ron Sharp. Oh, where'd Chef go? Make some hamburgers? Today was a great event. Shout out NITHIN again for inviting us. Today was awesome. Had a very, very great time.
Yes, sir.
All right, Nikola Vucevic at the line here, shooting 2 shots. The first free throw from Vuce is good. 97-78, Celtics lead.
It's pretty much garbage time just in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, you saw the Nets make a little bit of a comeback there for a few minutes, but ever since then, the Celtics have pulled away. Second free throw from Vucevic is good. Celtics up by 20.
The adjustments are not made, and that's a big issue.
Yep. All right, we got Danny Wolf bringing up the ball here with 3 minutes left in the third. He hands that one off to Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann back to Danny Wolf. Day'Ron Sharp sets the screen. Wolf down the lane. Layup is no good, but there was a foul on the play. Danny Wolf gets fouled. I like the aggressiveness there from Wolf. Drawing the foul on Vucevic, and Wolf will shoot 2 shots. Just to give it a little bit of a recap of the Nets game so far. So Priore is definitely a bright spot so far. Yegor, he's made a couple shots here in the third, which I like. I like to see him being more aggressive, though. The first free throw from Danny Wolf is good. Celtics up 98-79. All right, second free throw from Danny Wolf. That one is up, and that is good. So Danny Wolf makes both free throws. We got an 18-point game here. Celtics up 98-80 with 3 minutes left in the third. Here comes Peyton Pritchard with the ball. Hands it off to Nikola Vucevic. guarded by De'Aaron Sharp. Good defense there. Vucevic, bounce pass to Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown, guarded by Sharp and Terrence Mann inside to Vucevic. Hook shot is good. Nikola Vucevic.
Is it
Vucevic
70?
is always a Nets killer.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
You got Terrence Mann here with the ball, guarded by Sam Hauser. Terrence Mann, step back, kicks out Josh Minot for three. That one is no good off the front rim. Rebound by Peyton Pritchard. Gives it off to Sam Hauser in the front court. 2 minutes left here in the third. Back to Peyton Pritchard at the logo. Pritchard inside to Vooch, kicks it out. Stolen away by Terrence Mann, and he cannot keep it in bounds. Out of bounds on Terrence Mann. Celtics will retain possession. As, of course, the Nets can never get any loose ball. So,
Nope. And they cannot get any loose change either. Because whichever guys they pick up off the street are terrible.
As we have a foul right there on the Nets, of course.
Oh,
With 3 on the shot clock. Who would fucking figure that? 180 Boston leads with 156 left in the third. I believe the Celtics will be shooting 2 here. Here is Vucevic at the line.
okay.
Isn't this a great night?
Oh, I love it already. Oh.
Vucevic makes the first. Boston up by 21. And Chef Nick, I believe your Knicks are currently winning right now, right?
By 20, baby. Oh, who needs Giannis, right? Yeah, we don't need that. Greek
Yeah,
freak.
who needs that Greek freak?
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't need him.
Boston up by 22 as Vucevic makes the second free throw. Minute 50 left in the third. Terrence Mann will bring it up for the Nets. Terrence Mann crosses midcourt, trying to find Wolf. Can't give it to him. Gives it off to Sharp instead. Kicks it out to Josh Minot. Corner 3. Bang. Josh Minot in the corner for 3. Gets it to go, and we have a 19-point game. Celtics bringing up the ball now. Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown goes in the lane, and he slams it. And he slams it all over the Nets, bringing out the sugar. Danny Wolf will now bring it up, trying not to get embarrassed. Kicks it out, De'Aaron Sharp to Terrence Mann. Terrence Mann will fire that 3 up, and that is no good. Josh Minot trying to save it, and he does, but right to Peyton Pritchard. Peyton Pritchard incoming. 3. No, he doesn't shoot it. He dribbles, guarded by Zaire Williams. Step back in the paint, and that one is good. Celtics up by 23 now with under a minute left in the third. What a disgrace. Danny Wolf now brings it back up for the Nets, guarded by Hugo Gonzalez. Gives it back off to Terrence Mann inside to Sharp. No one's guarding him. He might as well shoot that. But nope. He will look to pass it off to Zaire Williams. Williams drives down the lane. Reverse layup is no good. Rebound by Jaylen Brown. As there are 30 seconds left now in the third. Jaylen Brown, step back for 3 is good. Jaylen Mother Brown is having a great game against the Nets right now. I think he has 8 points right now.
Really?
Something like that. As now, not it, Joe. I'm trying to call a game here, you donut. Sharp gets blocked. Jaylen Brown will hold for the final shot. 10 seconds to go. Jaylen Brown brings up midcourt, guarded by Josh Minot. Jaylen Brown kicks it out. Pritchard, 1 second left, and the layup is no good at the buzzer. Man, I did not think he was going to miss that, but he did. So the Celtics are only up by 26, which is not that bad for the Nets because they could be down by 50 right now. But luckily, they are not.
That's
It is a
true.
26-point lead for the Celtics going to the fourth.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Yep. Well, thank you for that, Jason. Great job. That was awesome.
I'm more than happy to call the fourth quarter if you guys want.
Oh,
I
no,
love it.
thank you.
Oh, man,
We're
Jason.
okay.
Oh,
This game is more than over.
Oh, it's been over ever since tip-off. Yeah.
Hey, everybody,
Yes,
it's Iron Eagle. You are watching
that is the
NY
icebreaker.
Yankee
Okay.
Mania.
Richard, I appreciate the comment. You call a great basketball game. You're like the Energizer Bunny. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
absolutely, man. Oof.
Thanks everybody for being here tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you, everyone. What now? All right, so just yeah, exactly. Knicks are up by 20, 77-57. Key points of the game right now: Cats, baby, 12 points. Josh Hart, 12 points. Jalen Brunson, 25 points. Off the bench, Laundry Shamet, baby, Shamet, if you want to call him. 12 points right off the bench in 15 minutes. So also Jose Avocado. I like to call him Alvarado. 5 minutes and seven. I'm sorry, 5 points in 7 minutes. So yeah, they're doing justice right now. So it's looking good in that aspect. But yep, up 20. So
All right. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you, Chef, for the update.
yeesh.
Want to welcome Damon to the stream. What's up,
Hey,
Damon?
Damon, what's up, bud?
Hey, Damon. How you doing?
Good to see you.
No, I'm good.
No, he's good. He's always good.
Oh yeah. Got a game tomorrow, Yankee game, Blue Jay game. We're calling that here on the show tomorrow with, of course, Ken. So let's talk a little bit about the Yankees today, guys, and the Mets.
Sure.
I couldn't see much of the game, but I heard Spencer Jones was phenomenal again.
Yeah.
Dominguez had a great game. Just a lot of other things played out well in our favor. And Luis Hill made his first start of his spring training season. So good job to him. Yeah, it was pretty much a blowout. That was not really a game. But no, I thought that we played well. And, it's just spring training. What's there to go over pretty much?
Well, I was gonna say, like, even with look, look, we played the Twins today. It's almost seemed like we were always like beating them in every way: spring training, playoffs, regular season, just even movies too. Like every Yankee movie was better than the Twins movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito. If you ever seen that, to each his own. I don't know if you guys ever saw that. Have you ever seen that? Twins, Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's an old school movie, but it was okay. But any Yankee movie can kill it as well, too. So it's almost like the Yankees, like whenever I say, if you guys press the like button, do some domesticated violence. Well, it's almost like the Yankees do domestic and domesticated violence on the Twins. They always kill them, whether it's silently, whether it's crazily, if that's a word. If it's not, I just made it up. And also violently, too. So it's almost like the Yankees always bullies them. And it's just, that's fine with me. I'm good with that. But even with today, too, it almost seemed like the Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul fight, where it's just one-sided. And even with, look, if Giancarlo, if he played today, he could have hit a home run as well with his tennis elbow. So I think that's how bad it was with the Twins playing. Fun fact, Twins all-time against the Yankees are 777 1149. It's not a phone number. 777 wins and 1149 losses. That's the record of all time. Look, even like right now to Jason Dominguez, 3 for 4, 3 RBIs. Paul Dijon Mustard, 1 for 2, 2 RBIs with a home run. JC Escara, he took a break from doing his Uber driving, and he also got a home run with 2 RBIs. Matt Schumann, look, if the shoe fits the horn, then he's the man. 2 walks. The reason why I didn't bring up any RBIs, he didn't, but he had 2 walks. Good patience at the plate. I think he has a good chance of making the team. Spencer Jones, he is staying consistent. I absolutely love it. I think that as Spencer Jones, like he can – I really hope the Yankees do until the end of spring training. I really hope Spencer Jones makes his case and it makes it hard for the Yankees in every way. Even Duke Ellis, the Duke of Ellis, he had a home run too. He's like Forrest Gump. It's like all he does is run. He may be stupid, but he can run. He might he's probably smart. But I'm saying like he's just he runs, and that's it. But he got a home run. Like, who would ever know against the Twins? It's like magic happens against the Twins, and I love it. George Lombard Jr. probably won't make the team, and that's fine. He has a great, great future with the Yankees. It could happen next year or next year and a half during the probably July. I don't know. But he had a great swing today. always has a great swing. He continues to impress. He is not only going to be a stud, he is going to be a stud muffin. And I'm going to make stud muffins Monday morning.
Oh,
Out of
good.
George Lombard. Well, he's not going to be there physically. Luis Hill. Luis Hill. Ow, what a another stud muffin. He looked good, not dominant, which I don't mind. Luis Hill looked good. He looked ergonomical, not economical, ergonomical. It's two different words and two different meanings. He can look dominant all he wants. That's fine. But if he gets enough ground outs, enough flyouts just to get out of the inning and just to, pretty much make his pitches look good to confuse the batters in every way, I'm good with that. Brad Hanner. The reason why I'm bringing up Brad Hanner is because finally he did not give up a run with the Yankees. He pitched 0.1 innings, did not give up a run. So I'm happy about him. We'll make the team, probably get DFA'd, but good stat on that. I want to bring up Carlos Lagrange or La Garage. Great pitching performance today. He was dominant. 3 innings pitched, 4 Ks. George Lombard Jr., Carlos Lagrange Music, and also Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, they are going to have a fast track to the Yankees. Unless injuries happen, it's going to happen this season, drastic injuries. But I see them probably next year or next year during, let's just say July, if they have any, like trade deadline acquisitions that they want to get rid of players or stuff like that. I see that. So a very interesting win today. I don't want to look again. It's against the Twins. We always kill them. I absolutely love it when we kill them. It's like the players that you never knew. Like there was probably the Batgirl could have played today and got a home run. You know what I mean? It's like that's just a chance with the Yankees winning. So I love the win today. But look, spring training is spring training. It also showcases the people that pretty much that you want to see and believe in too. So we're playing the Blue Jays tomorrow. That's sort of a test, another test. Last time out, we did good, but and who's pitching for the Yankees tomorrow against the Blue Jays?
Tomorrow is going to be Paul Blackburn.
Oh, look at that. The Pirates of the Caribbean treasure chest protector Paul Blackburn.
Mr.
Okay.
Blackburn.
Mr. Blackburn. Right. Blackbeard. Okay, awesome. Okay, perfect. Love it. And who's pitching for the Blue Jays?
Jose Barrios.
Okay. Yeah, he's good, but we'll see.
We can beat him.
All right.
He's a burrito Barrios.
There you go. Yeah, Mr. Canadian burrito over there. There you go. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I love it.
Great points, Chef Nick, as always.
Yeah,
And Jason, some thoughts on the Mets today? They had a good win too.
Yes.
Yep. I did not see all of it, but I saw some highlights. The guy I was most impressed with today was MJ Melendez. This guy had 2 opposite field home runs.
Wow.
I mean, man, I said this guy has some pop in his bat, and he's definitely shown it so far in spring. I really like what he's displaying out there on that field. Otherwise offensively, AJ Ewing, another prospect, came in, was 2 for 2, so I really like that. Carson Benj did not play today. I think he's going to play tomorrow against the Nationals. He went 3 for 3 on Wednesday with 3 singles, so good to see him. Also, pitching wise today, Freddie Peralta made his first spring start today. He was good. He was really good. 3 strikeouts. He had no walks, no hits allowed, no runs, no nothing else besides strikeouts. So I love what I saw from Peralta, even though I didn't watch it, but I saw some highlights, and his fastball was pretty filthy there on top of the zone. So I love to see that. And he is going to be the Mets opening day starter, if you guys did not see that already. So I'm really looking forward to it. Yep, he is.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
So give me some Freddie Peralta show to wrap up to start the season on March 26th. Otherwise, good win today. Otherwise, one more thing. Devin Williams, on the first pitch of his outing, he gave up a home run.
Oh, man.
So thank you guys for Devin Williams. I really appreciate it.
you guys signed him. You know, we didn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't a trade.
Oh, it was
Well,
at the
Jason,
wrong time.
Jason, what do you think of? Do you think MJ Melendez has a spot, or is he vying for a spot with another couple of people?
Yeah, he is vying for a spot
Okay.
with Carson Benj.
Oh, okay, all right.
So we'll see who wins that backup job.
Interesting. Okay.
I think it's going to be really, really close. It could be either one of them, honestly. Yep.
And
Okay.
MJ, just remind me, MJ Melendez, first baseman, or
He is a right fielder.
he's a right fielder. Okay.
Yep.
And what's Carlos Benj? Benj. What was he?
Carson Benj is also a right fielder.
Did I say Carlos? Wow. He's also a right fielder. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yep.
You're and do you think the starting rotation is it set? Is it set in stone with Peralta, of course, being the opening day, but like also behind him? Is it all set? Do you think?
I think they're still working out the 2 through 5. Freddie Peralta is definitely number 1. I think McLean is 2. I would say Clay Holmes is number 3 probably. Number 4 is I'll probably say Mania, and then number 5 is Senga. So that's what I would predict. Yeah.
And then let's just say for setup and closer, Weaver and Williams.
Right now, I would say setup guy is probably going to be Luke Weaver, but I wouldn't count out Brooks Raley as well. The lefty.
Oh, okay.
So he could be the setup man.
Yeah.
If not, then it's definitely going to be Luke Weaver. And then closer, Devin Williams.
Yeah.
Also, another guy the Mets are working out in spring is Adbert Alzolay. Remember him from the Cubs?
Yes, I do. Okay.
He could be a potential closer if Devin Williams is struggling. So we'll see what happens with that. But no, overall, things are looking all right so far.
Good. I want the Mets to do good. Yeah, definitely want them to do good. Okay.
Same thing with the Yankees too.
Nice. Okay. I guess we're on the same page then.
Yeah, there's no hate. There's no hate here.
Yeah, of course. No hate. Yeah. It's like, you know, it's funny. It's like, you know, like the Yankee fans, they hate Boston. Like, I'm never going to Boston. Like, I'm never going to go there. I hate it. What do you hate Boston for? Boston's a beautiful city. Well, I don't know what now, but I mean, but like, I always thought it as beautiful. They have all these beautiful New England islands, Martha's Vineyard, Cape Cod, you know, all that stuff. But even the city of Boston too, it is beautiful. But it's like, you know, even like, you know, I've seen this comment before too. It's like, oh, I hate the Mets. I hate the Yankees. I'm never going to New York. But you live here. And that's funny. So it's like, you're not going to visit Queens. You're not going to visit the Bronx. Like, or you're just going to stay in your house. And I don't know, whatever. I'm just making it a point where it's like, you don't have to hate the city to hate the team. I went to, 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I went to Fenway Park. Park. And, and people were very nice to me. I went solo too. I went out
wearing any Yankees gear.
No Yankees gear, but I did tell everyone I was from Brooklyn. You know, or I used to be from Brooklyn, but like, you know, I'm just a New York fan, but a New York Yankees fan and Giants fan, and that's the thing. It's like they weren't like, oh, you know, throwing stuff at me. I was respectful towards them. And they were respectful towards me. So it's like, but I was at a bar that had the view of the outfield. The fence was there. I forgot the name of the bar from Fenway Park. So I got to show you guys the picture.
Probably something with like Samuel Adams or something like that.
Yeah. It's amazing because it's like you're not paying tickets to, you know, pretty much going to the bar. You're just going to the bar to, you know, have food, to drink. But you still have a view of the outfield. It's crazy. It's like, but like even with Yankee Stadium, it's like you have to, even with the restaurant or like the Audi Club, you have to buy tickets first, and then you have to buy tickets to get in, and then you have to like buy like a package for the food. But this was very beautiful because everyone was really nice and it was very accommodating. So I think they were playing the Blue Jays. I forgot who they were playing. It was, well, like everything before COVID, it's like, you know, it's like ancient right now. But like, it's crazy how it's just, as long as you're respectful to people. However, like there's always bad apples, you know, in each side, like with fans. But but I absolutely loved it. It was great. And I definitely want to go back again. I don't hate Boston. I don't know. Again, like it's like if you're a true fan, you want your team to win, of course, but you also want the competition. You don't want the other team to die. That doesn't make sense. It's like you don't want Boston players to die. That's a little evil.
Right. Yeah.
To
Yeah.
lose, right? Lose. You can
Yeah.
lose. But,
Lose but not die. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, Jason. That's the most human thing to think about. Where it's like, I want them to lose, but I don't want them to die. I want them to go to their homes, to their families, and enjoy their loss. You know that's fine. You know, at the end of the day, they're making their millions. That's fine. But you know, us, we're not. But yeah, I want Boston fans to. I want their team to do good. I will never ever say anything bad about rivalries or even Mets teams or Boston, Baltimore, Toronto. Never. I'll do my sarcasm. I'll make fun of it if that's the case. But I will never ever go to that extreme. Even like with like going to like games too. Like you see fights left and right.
Yeah. Too many
And
fights.
There's no need for that. There's no need for that. People like they drink their. Okay, all right. I think we're veering off. Joe's trying to end the show. So I guess
good conversation here, Joe. Come on.
Yeah, no, it's a very good conversation actually. I think people want to hear this. It's Mario, I love Godsmack too, baby. Yeah, absolutely. They're all from Boston. Sully, good lead singer, by the way. I followed them since high school. But like, just to end my thought too. It's like, look, it's like you see fights because people they want to drink and just watch the game, but at the end of the day, it's like if you're a true fan, you want to hear each other's perspectives and you want to just pretty much just have that competition where you both thrive. I know it's a little too extreme to the ears, where you both thrive, but as fans, it's like you want your team to do better, but you also want the other team to do good in a sense. Man, this is another topic for another day. I'm just rushing my words, but no, thank you guys very much. Yes, Mario, drummer is awesome as well. Godsmack. Listen, if you haven't heard of Godsmack, they are a great band, absolutely great band from Boston. I love them, and if they ever come to New York, I think they have. But when they do, I will try to check them out. But thank you guys in the chat. I appreciate it. And of course, Mario, like we said last night, music is always important. Music is part of your soul. Keep it going, baby.
Awesome. No, that's great. And yeah, Boston, Fenway Park is nice. We've been there. Jason and I think it was back in like 2018.
Okay.
No, 2019. We just took a tour of the stadium. It was awesome.
Nice.
Got to see
very
the
nice,
Green
yeah.
Monster.
Beautiful. Yeah.
And then Camden Yards, a couple years back from that, we got to go on the field there, take a tour of that too. So that was awesome.
That's nice.
And
Even
you
the,
just noticed like the history about each of the cities too. It's not always about the teams, but you respect. Of course, you don't like the teams that they represent, but you have to respect the history that they offer too, and some of the things that have happened in that city have impacted some of the team's history, and you just have to respect that too. So, on that note, guys, thank you so much for being here. We're gonna end the show, but awesome stream with everybody tonight. Thank you guys for a great NBA show. I will mention real quick that next Friday, George from Swinging for the Fences, as of right now, is calling the USA against Brazil game, WBC. Yes. So that game is at 8 p.m. next Friday night. So I am not sure if we're going to have an NBA show. We might move it earlier in the day if Chef Nick is okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But we will see what happens with that. We'll keep you guys posted on that.
That should be very good. That should be a very good show too. Yeah, USA versus Brazil. So.
Yes, it will.
Very good. Okay.
But have a great night, guys. Thank you so much. And we'll see you guys tomorrow with the Yankee game.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Evan. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you, Chef.